What is up, you guys? It's your boy right now, coming to you live from the Kingdom Business Entertainment Studio. And we are hopping in again today on another episode of Dokkan Battle. This is only our second video, so if this is your first time here, thank you so much for checking us out. We'd love if you subscribed, check out the video, and if you like it, we want you to hang around. If you did make it through the first video, I am so sorry for the many rookie mistakes that I made. We've got multiple pieces of equipment going on to make this recording possible, and we had a few issues with the face cam. It timed out. I whacked it out on accident out of excitement. And we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again. I'm going to try my hardest to stop whacking the microphone when I got excited. We've moved the shock mount over. We've gone ahead and set it up all differently, so hopefully that won't be an issue this time around. Let's go ahead and hop in. As you see on the screen, that is our boy, Tech Vegito Blue. You are, not TUR yet. And if you saw last video, you know we had some fire summons in only 350 stones. So we did pretty awesome. We did so awesome that when I shut the camera off, I kept going, and we had a lot of luck. So let's go into our summons. We had some great luck on one of the super tickets, and some bad luck on the Hybrid Saiyans banner. But, you know, wishing for an LR and not getting one isn't exactly bad luck when you're only using a few stones. So, if you don't know, you can go over here into menu, and you can go down here to history. I imagine since you have to click through to summon history, they're going to add more features in this page in the future. For now, we've got the summon history, and you can actually see the date and what you pulled. So we had fire luck with an Extreme Dokkan Fest ticket and pulled our third Super 17. I said I love that card in the first stream, and the game keeps giving it to us. Like I said, on the GSSR, we got the Super Saiyan Gokan. The Super Saiyan Goten Kid AGL, which, I mean, not bad card, especially since we're pretty thirsty for any SSR we can get right now to build out these teams, especially the Hybrid Saiyans team, but we were fishing for LRs. Over here, though, we have the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, which honestly, when I restarted, was going to be one of the hardest cards to let go of. I knew he was on this banner and was hoping to pull him. We did not pull him on the banner, but we did pull him on a solo ticket summon, you guys. And then going back into the last few hundred stones I spent off camera, we got the Future Trunks. We got another Tech Vegito, our fourth. We're one away from rainbowing him. Our fourth Tech Vegito Blue. And then if you go down here a bit, did a friend summon, pulled some junk, did some ticket summons, didn't get that much. But here are final 50 stones. Well, in this order. We pulled the STR Gotenks, which is a great card. We pulled another Tech Beerus, which, like I said, I really do like the Rage mechanic. I think it's a lot of fun. I love Rage Beerus, not as much as Rage Vegeta. Would have loved if he shown up in our draws, but we pulled Super Saiyan 4 Goku, meaning that on this banner, we pulled every single featured unit and multiples of many of them, especially these guys here. But we pulled all the featured SSSRs. We pulled a lot of dupes of the best one, so I'm really happy. Let's see the best teams that we could have made with the cards that we drew. So we're going to do our first ever box check. Let's go ahead and dive in here. I did make this account a long time before I started playing. and it did take some time before I posted the video and really had the account set up to dive into this the way that I wanted. So we're on a bit of a delay here. So you're going to see some cards that were awarded for logins that were before we really started playing. So box check. We're going to do it by character. Let me just make sure that everything is activated. So as you see here, we've got 4 Tech Vegito Blues. Oh, I'm so excited about this. So excited. Of course, if you look up here, we are not at rank 50 yet, guys. So if you're wondering, why haven't you fed him in? You should have done that already and taken advantage of the new potential system. I will, when we're done grinding the levels up. Thankfully, it's triple XP right now, which honestly it should always be, especially since so many players are in the hundreds and up at this point. But it's making the grind not so bad. We've got our Gotenks, our Super Saiyan 4 Goku, 3 Super 17s. I love this card. I wish you could play with it. But good nod to April Fool's Day. I don't know why I don't have it locked. Good nod to April Fool's Day. We've got 4 Tech Beerus's and a ton of Beerus food. We've got some Ultimate Gohan food for our Ultimate Gohan. We've got the Orb Changer Tech Goku. And 2 of the Easy A Super Saiyan 3 Gokus. So, those are our notable cards so far. Of what we have, I built out a couple different teams. The first one I was able to go for is our Super Strength team. We obviously have the 120% lead in Goku. As you can see, we have not Dokkan awakened him yet. So he's at 100% and only throwing that super boost to himself because we have not awakened to anyone else on this team yet. But here's his best buddy. One of my favorite cards. I love Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Of course, once we Dokkan awaken him, he has the Golden Azaru, the Great 8 mechanic, which a lot of people hate, but I think it's a great time killer. It eats up damage. It seems to come in clutch moments, and I like his boost. He's not an insane strength boost with the new support units, but I still love him. We've got the new Trunks, who works very well next to Vegito because they've got this rolling mechanic that the longer they go, the less HP you have, and the more super attacks they get off, the more they can raise their attack and their defense. So his passive, he reduces damage by 30%, so great tank already. Raises attack and defense up to 100%. The less HP remaining, the greater the boost. But if we look at his super attack here, not only does he hit for Supreme, which all decent units need to at this point, but he raises his defense by 30% for 3 turns. So if you get rolling, you can stack it to where it sits at 90 almost consistently. So that 90% boost plus the minus 30% boost, do the math, plus the less HP you have, he turns into a monster tank who can also hit pretty hard. And honestly, we're low on cards. So we've got Tech Vegito Blue, the boy, rounding out the fight. I do really like the new Ultimate Gohan so far. Sorry, guys, I'm getting the hang of long pressing over here. I do love this new Ultimate Gohan, but I don't really have the Hybrid Saiyan cards, so we'll get to that in a bit. We'll talk about him more over there. So this is our Tech Vegito team. And as you can see, we're sitting with some fire. I am very, very happy with our pulls. Like I said, it was either going to go all villains or all super. All extreme or all super. All villains or all heroes. This is Heroes v Villains 2. I won't lie, I find it a lot more fun to play as heroes. And so I'm really glad that we pulled the Vegito Blue early and still went ham on this banner to fill out his team. And as you can see down here, the most interesting part of this team is Arale. And you guys might be wondering, why are you running Arale? One, It's a lot of fun to play as Arale. Her super is the Stinky Pink Bomb. She basically launches poop at the opponent. And I believe this is in reference to that filler episode where Arale shows up with Goku and Super. But she's, more importantly, the only viable Super Int card that we have. So let's go into character list. Let's pull up all of our supers. And only Int. And as you can see, we're quite limited for choice. We've got Arale. I could have ran this pan. Honestly, I'm probably going to end up feeding her into another pan at some point. And I could have run the Mace Stun All Enemies prayer for Super Battle Road Chaozu. As you can see, I really am stockpiling Chaozus to raise a super attack. We're already at 3, and it's not like I'm actually training any of these Chaozus. I'm just grabbing them and throwing them at it and hoping the percentages work out. And we've been pretty lucky to get to 3 already in a week. So, Arale was the only viable option. She's got pretty decent defense, but the rest of the team is what we're focusing in. If you're wondering further why I keep saying, well, she was the only Super Int character we have, Tech Vegito's leader skill only activates when you have a full Super Rainbow team. For those of you who might just be getting in because it's been such fire lately, I know we have a lot of new players, especially new regions. It's been #1 on the App Store again, which always means that there are a lot of new players coming into Dokkan. So if you don't know what a rainbow team means, it means that you have all 5 of the different types on your team. And so we've got Tech Vegito coming in with our green, our Tech. We've got our yellow in Super Figo Tanks. One of my favorite cards in the game. So grateful to have him back. We've got our AGL being represented by Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The new EZA one. Obviously, we'll have to wait till that comes back around to get those medals on this account. But it will come back around. We know that from JP. Our strength, we've got both Ultimate Gohan representing and Goku. But while our Awakening medals are being grinded out, guys, we went with Supering Goku and Awakening Goku over Awakening Ultimate Gohan, because he's Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The guy's a monster. So that's our team. In my opinion, this is the best team that I have right now. But there is one more build that kind of works right now, since not everyone's awakened, and gives us a wider variety of these cards that I want to run. Since I was just talking about how much I love Trunks, why don't you have the new Trunks in instead of the Ultimate Gohan? That's a good question. But I really like the Ultimate Gohan, so I gave them each a slot in these early levels that we're grinding out. Because sometimes you got to switch up the teams. So we've got the Hybrid Saiyans team, of course. And we have some pretty decent Hybrid Saiyans. At the top, we've got our Ultimate Gohan, who of course is the Hybrid Saiyans leader. We've got the new Trunks, and we've got the Gotenks. We pulled, as I said earlier, the SSR Goten. And we also have here in support, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, all allies attack plus 2000 when Ki is 5 or more. I do believe that goes up a little later on when he's fully awakened, but pretty decent team. Waifu Pan, great card, attack plus defense and defense plus 100% for 7 turns from start of turn. As I said when we pulled her, I think she's a great support unit. I guess I shouldn't say support, more of a wall. That 100% boost for 7 turns out makes her a viable option on your Hybrid Saiyans team. But she's also an interesting leader for the, maybe you are near free to play, maybe you are free to play and you occasionally have enough stones to draw, and you are lucky enough to draw her. She's a really interesting card because she gives Tech and Strength type Ki plus 3, which is the standard Ki boost across leaders, and HP attack and defense only 30%. And so while 30% isn't much in today's meta, when you're taking on the story mode, when you're taking on those early levels, when you're taking on those early strikes, she's a viable leader when you have to get creative with the team you're building. And so, Tech and Strength key +3 to all of these guys, because it's Strength and Tech, which we were lucky to draw a lot of. So here I get to run my Tech Beerus, which I can't wait to feed his dupes into. And like I said, I really like the Rage mechanic, especially early in the game when you don't have 300, 400,000 HP, double, sometimes triple LRs just bloating your HP. You find yourself needing that buy me out of a close battle situation. And the Rage cards come in handy for that, because you know it's going to be when they come onto the scene for the first time and you're minus 30% health. Unlike the Great Ape mechanic, it's predictable, it's plannable, and for your early stages, it's a great card. And I know we're 3 years deep and I'm arguing for Tech Beerus, but there are a lot of players that aren't Mega Whales. So I'm talking to you. Consider running this team, and I've had a lot of fun. We'll probably do a Let's Play with the squad at some point. But I get to run a lot of the cards that we have on here, so that's it for teams that I was able to build. If you saw my box and had a creative build maybe that I didn't think of, please, I am very open to suggestions. Go ahead and @ me at I am right now on Twitter. Go ahead and @ our games account at KBE_games, or just drop a comment below and let me know, what other teams could you have built? What would you have built? And I really want to know with you. This is our account, our experience, as I've said. So all input is welcomed. I wanted today's video, we're going to jump in to an event for the first time to have some stakes. And so early on in building the team, before I started awakening and grinding, since it cost no stones, I did go ahead and jump in on our first level of boss rush, and we got annihilated. But we've done some grinding, and I really want to do a summon here with you all today. So we're sitting at 46 stones. If we win, that's 10 stones one time when you beat the Dokkan event boss rush. The stones are a one-time thing the first time you beat them. That gives us one single for a multi-summon and one multi to pray that we can flesh out this team a little bit more. So, thank you for hanging out with me. I know that we're already deep into this video, and I was just talking, catching you up. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to part 2 this gameplay. So I will see you in the next video.